When one buys trading cards online, you tend to get a lot of shipping materials, be it that top loaders, penny sleeves, you bubble wrap, what have you, right? And I wanted to make a real quick video just discussing the shipping trash that I save. Yeah, this is really kind of simplistic, and I don't know if a lot of other people do it out there. I don't hear people talking about this as much. But long story short, I have a bin and I basically put all of the shipping trash that I receive with my cards and orders into this bin over time. And then when I personally have to ship stuff out, I just use all this shipping trash and essentially upcycle it over, the course of different transactions I have in the future. And it's really smart, man. Like, you don't have to buy any top loaders or penny sleeves. I haven't had to buy that in the longest time because I just buy a bunch of cards that I want, right? And then when I open them at home, I have a bin and it's right next to the trash can. Instead of putting that shipping trash in the trash can, I just put it in this. And then when I want to ship something out, I want to sell some cards on TCG Player, I just use this stuff. So, let's go through it. You got some, oh shoot, there we go. You got some top loaders here. You got some, these things are pretty nice. You can put like 20 cards in them in an envelope. You have some sleeves and what have you. There's a good amount of, shipping trash over here that, you really can upcycle and really find a new home, if you will. Someone else's, home can have this shipping trash in the future. But, I think it's very important. And not just because of an environmental thing. I would love to say that I'm a purist of the green nature out there. Nature's, like, fucking amazing. But I don't remember. I'm doing this because I'm a cheap ass. I'm just gonna be very honest with you. I'm doing this just because it's convenient and it saves money and it's pretty easy to do. I mean, you get the cards in the mail, you have the shipping trash, and you put it there. And I do that with like boxes. I reuse boxes, bubble wrap as well. You get bubble wrap around booster boxes and stuff. If I see packaged stuff that's packaged well, I'll just save the box with the packaging and I'll put it up in a corner of my room. And then when I have to ship out a booster box, I just use that same whole thing. So just wanted to make a quick video discussing that because I think it's a very simple thing everyone can do. And honestly, you save money and it's like really easy. I hate spending like, I don't know, like $20-$30 for like a ton of these like top loaders, when literally you get you buy 30 random Majestics online, they sandwich them in between two of these and then you just throw them in your bin and you're good to go. One other thing I want to discuss is when you sell stuff out there with top loaders, right? Just a very, very, very small PSA. I continuously see this. Sellers, take a piece of tape and tape it like this, and then all the way down here. If you do this, please consider doing something else, right? Upgrade what you're doing. So basically you can see this method is just a lazy way where you just do it up and over, right? It's really good to make a pull tab. Like, I'm telling you, man, when I see a pull tab, I'm like, thank you. It's so much easier. So basically on one side, right? Let me get close to the camera. Let me do this all professional like. So essentially one side, you do the same thing. You do a little less too. You do like that much of tape there. Then you bring it down just a tad on the other end. And then you double back like this and you make a little tab right here, right? Oh yeah, that's a nice tab. So basically you do the same thing. You sealed this end off, right? But then you made a nice little tab, and I'll show you why that's so helpful in a second. So essentially, this card, if I'm trying to get this, like I can't easily, like now that it's like freshly put on, it's a lot easier to take off, right? But when it's been baking out there in an envelope in the sun, this thing is usually like super glued here. You can't easily pick at it and open it. It's really annoying. So I usually have to run my fingernail over the top of it and, slice. It's really annoying. With this, you're able to take the pull tab and pull it like this, one-handed, right? It's so much easier. So that's just a very small PSA at the end. But yeah, I'd like to hear anybody else's cost saving tips or maybe upcycling stories. I think that it's very important. I mean, honestly, it is nice for the environmental things. I'm not gonna downplay that. It's a good thing to do. But honestly, like a lot of times, it's like you see a top loader that you get, and it'll have like residue on it from tape, and you're like, well, I don't want to use this for my nice cards. So it's really has no purpose, but it's really helpful when you want to ship stuff later on. And even, let's say right now, you're not shipping stuff. Let's say you're like Bronson, I'm not really shipping stuff and anything right now. It's fine. Later in life, you may, especially if you're accumulating a good amount of trading cards yourself and you're buying and buying and buying. Eventually, you're probably going to sell it in some capacity. So it's important to just, get like one of these $10-12 bins, just and just put it right next to your trash can. Whenever you open stuff up, just load it up with the shipping trash. So that's the video. Cheers, man. Have a good one.